Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Tesla and Google's earnings are out. I'm going to do a quick recap of both. Shout out to anybody. Let's just jump right into it. So as far as Google goes, shout out to anybody in the group or anybody that actually follows me and has my charts. If you bought when it just dropped down and tagged that zone, dropped right down to the 174 mark, right at the bright yellow box, or magic yellow box, whatever you want to call it, and then just bounced right back up, and now we're green. So just full send mode. Looking at the numbers right now. Surprise! All right, so reported 1.89. I'm going to go ahead and assume that's billion. No, never mind. That's $1 per share. I've done this before. $1.89 versus $1.84 estimated. Not bad. And then revenue, $84.742 billion. Estimated 84.2. That seems like just like such a, when they put it in the fraction form like that, it just seems so small. Like, 0.5. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. Just want to have that sometime. All right, so we know that's good. Numbers, great. Surprise. Green. So we got the absolute sell-off, bounced out of there, and I just expect I would buy this on the continuation. If I didn't buy right here, I would even consider buying it right now. Typically, I like to wait for the dust to settle on earnings, then kind of see where we go, because we see a lot of the back and forth, but I think the back and forth might be done outside of anything wild. This is obvious. This is obviously why I wait a day or two to even talk about this, but I want to try a quicker format, just giving you the quick and dirty. I would say bullish continuation. We've seen a lot of these, though, just full disclaimer, it does something like this. It goes up, it goes down, and then overnight we're completely the other direction. I used to do earnings reactions with Brad from Own the Chaos, and I would type in there like, I remember last time, one of the later times, I was in Microsoft. Like, I'm in Microsoft calls. Microsoft sells off. They couldn't wait to just roast me in the comments. By morning, my calls were up. So nothing is off the table when it comes to these earnings. But right now, I got to say, that's still, we talked about this the other day. If you were live here on Sunday or last Thursday, Monday, every time we went live, it was actually on Don Fron Trading. I talked about this being a dip buy and to buy the dip on Google. So if you did that, shout out to you guys. After this, I certainly would have my stop in the green, just kind of stay on the gain train. Ultimate shout out again if you guys bought the dip right here at that zone. Let's jump into Tesla. Tesla is turning out to be everything that I said it would be. So we talked about Tesla, and guys, it's not Nostradamus. It doesn't take anyone big to call this out. Tesla's move is when they announce deliveries. After that, we know the margins. We know how much they delivered. Well, we have an idea of margins. Outside of any outliers, Elon coming in and saying something crazy, this is what earnings looks like a lot. There's some banter back and forth. We pick a direction. If there's a run-up, it's typically we kind of sell off. And I hate to say it's generic. We sell off. We do this or that. But we broke this zone to the downside. And right now, if we actually close and hold this zone, I would take this wick with a grain of salt. Technically, that was not a higher low. We close up here. A lot of people are going to consider that a higher low. And then kind of all that does really is keep us in this bullish pennant. So we have a giant bull pennant right here. So we'll see. Now, I really wanted to buy more at this zone and buying a lot more at this bottom zone right down here. That the expected move put us at that zone, and that is my I'm buying, I don't care what you say zone. We didn't get anything. As far as the trades that I'm actually in, I sold the 275 calls and I sold the 210 puts. 380 on the calls, $80 on the puts. So that'll just be free money. We're not going to touch either one of those. So those will just be 100% plays. I want to get aggressive with buying the dip. For this one, I might have to go ahead and buy right now. I'm going to wait till morning. If we're kind of still here in the morning, or if we're at this zone or above, I have to buy more Tesla. I want this to cool off. I want it to pull back. But if I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to wait forever. And I'm not going to wait till this thing's at $400 before I decide to finally add on. I've been banging the drum about how you guys should have bought back here, outside of just telling what to do with your money, which I obviously can't do. Full send. All this told me right here was it's not overbought. I don't have any FOMO. This just tells me the bulls are in charge. On the pullback, load up. Don't grab a couple shares. We're not piddling around. We're grabbing all the shares. So right now, that's what I'm looking for. So tomorrow morning, I'm sure I will be buying more Tesla. Debated. A couple people in my group bought it down here at the 234 mark. And I debated, but I was picky. I was like, I'll wait for the zone. I'll wait till we get down here at 230. Looks like I missed that by a couple bucks. So we'll see. As of right now, I hate to say, I hope it comes down because this is my second biggest position, but I do kind of want it to come down. I'm going to apply some capital to it, so the more shares I can get for the same amount, I'm about that life. So for now, Google, I think, continuation. This one, I'm not so certain. Fingers crossed we get it just because I selfishly want to buy more shares. I have zero problem buying shares and things just instantly go up. I'll pay more for that. Right now, I got to say the dip might just be here on this. So anyway, make sure you follow me. We'll do some more updates on this. We'll see how accurate we are. It's an earnings play. Again, a lot of time before the market opens tomorrow morning. Let's let everybody digest this information, see what Elon has to say, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.